M4 Vincent isn't a role model. He's not even real. He's a Minecraft character. Some of the things he does would cause a person to get shunned, hunted, griefed, possibly bullied. To put it another way, don't try this at home.
Hi, M4 Vincent here. As you probably know from watching this channel, I and a good chunk of my audience play on Constantiam, a Minecraft server. A host that transmits enough data about its internal state so that you see on your screen what I see on mine, thus serving us the same information. David George Kendall, an English statistician and mathematician, notably used the term server in one of his papers in 1953. Minecraft might not have existed back then, but this was the same year that publishing of Mikhail Bakunin's pamphlets on anarchy as stateless socialism started. But what is anarchy? So loosely defined and straight from Wikipedia, it's a philosophy and movement that rejects all involuntary and coercive forms of hierarchy and calls for the abolition of the state. In my opinion, the sheer impossibility of this concept is what caused all the subsequent offshoots, which are impossible to discuss at length in a 10-minute video. Before we get lost in these concepts, let's first look at the medium with which we're working. We play on a server that can be seen as having two sides. There's the virtual side, the Minecraft world where we play, and there's the physical side, the world where the server machines exist. At the core of it, there is only one set of entities that supposedly has power over both of these components: the admins. As the creators of this Minecraft server, they are responsible for what happens both in the virtual as well as the physical worlds. The purpose of an anarchy admin, in my view, would be to concern himself with nothing more than the physical aspect of running the server, leaving the community within the Minecraft world to their own devices. I once saw a comment somewhere where someone jokingly asked, "Is it really anarchy if the server's online?" And this illustrates the exact point that people make when they say that there's no true anarchy. Another comment I saw, although this one I remember being on some Reddit, pointed out that no one would agree that it is okay for someone to take a physical sledgehammer to the server machines and claim that, hey, it's anarchy. I believe we can all agree that it falls within the responsibilities of the admins to safeguard the physical server. Where people start to disagree is when we need to address the fact that virtual actions may have a physical consequence and physical actions may have a virtual consequence. It's my view that a Minecraft world and server are anarchy, provided that admins only concern themselves with maintaining the physical integrity of the server and only cross the line from the physical to the virtual when the line is being crossed in reverse already, such as lag machines making it impossible for the physical server machines to run adequately. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that you're part of an anarchist community in the real world, and one of the members of that community decides that he is going to destroy the land where you all live. Would it go over without any issue, or would the community react? It seems to me the far more likely scenario would be that this community would band together, as is their free right, to effectively make the choice as a group that this person does not get to share in the community. This kind of social anarchism would always arise in situations like these, even if only punctually. This doesn't translate well into the virtual world. By the simple fact of playing on a server, attacks that come from the outside, such as denial of service attacks or mass login of bots, are basically the same as someone destroying your country from the safety of some inaccessible dimension. The attacker gains power over the whole community in the virtual world that, at the end of the day, is basically the same as an admin. This person can shut down the server without you having any kind of say in it or the power to fight back against it. Both your individual and social freedoms are completely negated. Phantom's actions, from instating a whitelist system, up to and including any decision to outright ban an actor whose only purpose is to exert godly extra-dimensional power, would still be in keeping with the preservation of anarchy in the virtual world because it doesn't affect anyone actually in the server. There's still no other moderation of chat nor behavior or any rules for what you do while on the Minecraft side of it. Just don't break the server, it's really not that difficult unless you're a child. As long as the single purpose, in whatever it is that Phantom chooses to do, is to safeguard this separation of worlds and protect the physical server, all he's doing is correcting the inequality that's inescapable in the fact that we're in a virtual medium. Not doing this would be as if a god created a world with the purpose of the people therein being free, and then left that world up to be destroyed by some other god. You're not really free if you don't exist. From this I would already say that Constantiam is anarchy. Anybody can participate and play on the server, provided they're not trying to employ game-breaking extra-dimensional powers to bring about virtual Ragnarok. I could stop the video right here, but I came upon something interesting in my research that I want to share with you guys. What follows is something I found to be interesting, but let's be clear that this is not how I view existence, nor what I think is a political, societal, or individual ideal. But what if I told you that even if all of this isn't anarchy enough for you, that you can one-up the system? There is a base anarchical thought current that eventually gave way to individualist anarchism that posits a framework where you as an individual only have two rights: the right of might and the right of contract. This is the purest form of anarchy without a system. Whatever rules are decided to exist are only enforced through your own might or contract. And only through these two means can you define what is or isn't enforced on you. As humans, we generally agree on enough things that we can form basic social contracts, such as let's not kill each other and let's not steal each other's stuff, and we generally agree that if someone breaks these rules, we should ostracize them through might. If we focus on ourselves as pure individuals, these two precepts are everything. This train of thought is called egoist anarchism, and if you look at servers like 2b2t and Constantiam, you will see it in action in the community. People engage in the contest of survival by all means available to them, and delineate social contracts with peers to create groups with their own rules decided upon by the members. Freedom of speech and of association basically rule the land. Though again, because this takes place in a virtual medium, you will be stopped by the admin by all means necessary if you try to become God yourself. The thing is that even then, you can get another account, you can change your IP, you can exert your might intelligently, you can still beat the admin and become the expression of anarchy that you perceive as being denied to you. In a sense, not only is Constantiam anarchy, by your individual decision, anarchy can be the name of the game no matter where you are or what you're doing. As a final thought, here's the flag for egoist anarchism. Notice anything interesting? Before we finish up this video, I just want to remind you guys that there's now a community Discord where I regularly talk to people who enjoy watching what I do. If you want to know what I'm up to and keep up to date with the content, be sure to join the conversation over there. I plan to be more inclusive of the community, especially when discussing topics such as these. We'll be having a discussion at some point about the topics I talked about here, and I'll probably make it its own video. If you want to join, I'll leave a link in the description and in the pinned comment. With that, guys, I'm going to end the video. This one took quite a bit of reading and consideration, so I would be extremely thankful if you were to subscribe, leave a like, and let me know your thoughts on anarchy in the comment section. I'll be glad to interact with you on this, since that's how I got the idea for this video in the first place. That all being said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
If you like my stuff, don't let it matter.